Did you know the god who once ruled the heavens was also blamed for almost destroying all of humanity with a flood? Today, we're diving into the stormy legacy of Enlil, the Sumerian god of air, storms, and judgment. Enlil wasn't just a god. He was the god, the chief deity of the Sumerian pantheon. His name literally means Lord Wind or Lord Air. He ruled from the sky city of Nippur, and the fate of humanity often rested on whether he was in a good mood or not. But here's the catch. Enlil didn't create the world. That was a more mysterious god named An, or Anu. Enlil. He took power. He staged a cosmic takeover, and once he was in charge, he became the divine CEO of Earth's destiny. Enlil controlled wind, storms, and breath itself. He could bring rain for crops or droughts that choked entire cities. Think Zeus, but with even fewer chill days. In one story, the gods were annoyed that humans were making too much noise. So what does Enlil do? He sends a flood. Yes, that flood. The Sumerian version of Noah's Ark, the Epic of Gilgamesh, credits Enlil with trying to wipe out humanity, not out of justice, but because we were too loud. Imagine destroying civilization because of a noisy neighbor. Enlil did exactly that. Enlil wasn't working alone. He was part of a divine family that could give Greek mythology a run for its money. His brother, Enki, the god of wisdom and water. His son, Ninurta, a god of war and hunting. But Enki didn't always agree with his brother. In fact, he actively went behind Enlil's back during the flood, secretly warning a man named Zeus to build an ark. So, while Enlil tried to drown us, his own brother saved us. Sibling rivalry, on a god tier level. So, why did the Sumerians worship a god who seemed so unpredictable? Because to them, Enlil represented the forces they couldn't control. The weather, the harvest, fate itself. They didn't just love him. They feared him. But get this. Enlil was also banished once. Yeah, the king of gods got kicked out of his own temple in Nippur for sleeping with a goddess he wasn't supposed to. And when he came back, the people welcomed him like a returning hero. Forgiveness, in ancient Mesopotamia, was apparently a divine perk. Even after Sumer faded, Enlil didn't disappear. The Akkadians, Babylonians, and Assyrians all kept versions of him alive. His image evolved, but the thunderous presence remained. And scholars believe that Enlil influenced later storm gods like Baal in Canaanite myth, and possibly even Yahweh, whose own flood story bears suspicious similarities to Enlil's. So when you hear about divine wrath or a storm that brings judgment, Enlil's fingerprints might be all over it. But perhaps the biggest mystery of all is how Enlil vanished. As Babylon rose in power, Marduk replaced Enlil as king of the gods. And just like that, the storm faded. Or did it? Some say the stories of Enlil were rewritten and rebranded. Others suggest he was deliberately erased because his power was too terrifying to leave in the hands of memory. What happens when the god of wind goes silent? You wonder when the next storm is coming. So next time you hear the wind howl or thunder crack in the distance, remember it might just be Enlil, reminding us he's not entirely gone. If you like this dive into ancient mythology, hit that like button, subscribe for more forgotten gods, and drop a comment. Do you think Enlil was a tyrant or just misunderstood? And don't forget, history isn't just about what happened. It's about who tells the story.